that being said, we talking about the black woman being a natural genius and her intuition, right? Because some of you niggas feel like, oh, black women just feel like they always right and they always know everything. Motherfucker, they do. They do, nigga. They do. How many times you get caught doing stupid shit? How long have they been? You get memories from your genes, not just from intuition and soul. This is why black women they're the most spiritually in tune, because they're the most genetically in tune. Your psychology and your chakras go hand in hand with your genetics, motherfucker. Genetics is one of the most important subjects of you that you don't pay no attention to. And so with that being said, the most genetically advanced and evolved organism on the planet, which by default causes them to become the most psychologically and spiritually in tune entity on the planet, is not being allowed to play her role because you have egotistically become created into a being who feels like I'm a man and can't no motherfucking woman tell me what to do. And now you believe that you the man in the house because that bitch ass Bible told you you's the man in the house. The Bible say women can't even talk in church. The Quran say women supposed to get the fuck out the goddamn mosque when they on their period. They even go look up the definition of the word curse. C-U-R-S-E, curse. It's gonna say menstruation in there. They even went as far as to make menstruation a curse. When in ancient times, menstruation was a blessing. You wasn't even allowed to go into... They were killed. When women were giving birth, women gave birth in an all-dark room that was set up in a certain manner that I'm not going to go into right now. But if you even peeked... And they didn't give a fuck if you was the dad. If you went in there while that woman was giving birth, while them other goddesses was help delivering that child, they was killing your ass, nigga. That's how divine women were considered back then. Now, you feel like you the man of the house. When back then, according to being a pharaoh or a per'ah, nigga, it was the high house of the woman. And when you took the woman off her throne, we fucked our whole civilization up. And so, why is this important? How many times do somebody got to tell you that a nation can only rise to as high as the standard they hold their woman? When Egypt held its standards of the black African woman high, nigga, we ran it. Soon as we took her off and put the white woman on there, bitch, we ain't had it since. And we might not never had it back because they over there cracking shit, breaking shit down, and scratching faces off shit. So you can just kiss Egypt the fuck goodbye. That's just going to be a memory in a minute. As sad as it is to say. And so that being said, why have us black men not learned from our mistakes? And this is important because we keep talking about frequency and shifting. It's levels to this shit. This is something that we're going to have to motherfucking shift with his will and get with his wet. We cannot keep rejecting our own ascension because we see our actual self as an individual external object that's not connected to us. So with that being said, when you look at a black woman, let me give you the science again, right? Because maybe this will help you. When you are an XY chromosome, she's an XX chromosome. You came from her. You have female skin. So here's an example, right? This is like watching Pokemon. Pikachu evolves into Raichu. Raichu is a more evolved version of Pikachu. For those of you niggas who don't watch Pokemon, let's go to Dragon Ball Z. You got Goku in motherfucking Super Saiyan 1. You got Goku in Super Saiyan 2. A female is either Raichu or Goku at Super Saiyan 2. You're a Pikachu or either Super Saiyan 1 Goku. So why is this important? A black woman is you in a more genetically evolved fucking state. So for you to look down on her, it's for you to look down on you. And so until we allow her to have her motherfucking greatness, you shall not have yours. Simple as that. Now, we're not saying that it's not some trifling ass women on the planet. Just like I'm not saying it's not some trifling ass niggas. But for those of us who are spiritually and mentally competent and stable enough to act in this accord, we must do so. Because if we don't do it, it will never get done. Nobody else will elevate us but us. Motherfucker, as a black woman in this world today, you gotta go outside, look at this fucking long fucking pelican nose ass entity tell you that you're not beautiful because your nostrils is bigger. But they don't want to tell you that your nostrils is bigger because they cool down the air. Your nostrils cool down the oxygen as it goes into your lungs so that you don't overheat. And Caucasian people noses are thinner because it warms up the air as it goes into their lungs because they come from the Caucasus Mountains and we come from Africa. So instead of just being mature about the biological composition of your body according to where you lived or your regions of where you live geographically, they just gonna be racist and tell you that you got big nose and big lips and you ugly. So now our women have gotten to the point where they think they not beautiful, they hate themselves, and then we sitting there co-signing another nigga's ideology of our woman, calling her all kind of bitches and hoes in his music, calling her stupid. She's a freak hoe, she's this, bitches ain't shit, I could never love a bitch, da 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 da. So the white man throwing her under the bus, and then she gotta come home back to our community, and we throwing her under the bus. And the only time we got something nice to say is when we want to say, hey, you got a fat ass, what's your name, blah 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 blah. So you don't understand what it's like to have your story not told. Because even when we say black history comes from female origins. Period. So even when we talk about numbers, the number 1 is what? One angle. When you draw one, what you do? You start at a point, you go 45 degrees to the right, and you go 90 degrees down. That's one angle, motherfucker. The number 1. 2 is kind of like drawing a letter Z. Whether you draw it straight like a Z or you draw it with a curve. 2 angles. 3 fucking angles. 4 angles. 5 angles. So a black woman, in order to calculate her interactions with the manifestations around her, used angles to create a numerical system so that we can count. And then you niggas get money out here all day, count the fucking money that don't mean shit, thank the God that don't exist, but don't once thank your ancient black woman ancestor for giving you the fucking ability to even count the fake ass dollars of fake ass life you fucking living with your fake ass because you a fake ass nigga.